बॉलीवुड की मोस्ट अवेटेड फिल्म एवेंजर्स एंड गेम कल भारतीय बॉक्स ऑफिस पर रिलीज होनी है, जिसको लेकर दर्शकों में जबरदस्त क्रेज देखने को मिल रहा है। फिल्म को लेकर दर्शकों में इस तरह की दीवानगी है कि इसने एडवांस बुकिंग के मामले में कई भारतीय फिल्मों को धूल चटा डाली है। ट्रेड एक्सपर्ट्स मान रहे हैं कि एवेंजर्स एंड गेम के रिलीज होने के बाद लगभग सभी बॉक्स ऑफिस रिकॉर्ड टूट जाएंगे। वहीं इसी बीच एवेंजर्स एंड गेम के मेकर्स के लिए बुरी खबर सामने आ रही है, जिसे जानने के बाद इस फिल्म के चाहने वालों को जोर का झटका भी लगने वाला है। मीडिया रिपोर्ट्स की माने तो तमिल रॉकर्स नाम की एक वेबसाइट ने एवेंजर्स एंड गेम को इंटरनेट पर लीक कर दिया है। फिल्म एवेंजर्स एंड गेम का इंतजार कर रहे कई सारे फैंस ने इंटरनेट पर स्क्रीनशॉट शेयर कर ये जानकारी दी है कि वेबसाइट पर ये फिल्म पूरी तरह से लीक हो गई है। बता दें कि ये पहली बार नहीं है जब तमिल रॉकर्स ने किसी फिल्म को इंटरनेट पर लीक किया हो। इससे पहले इस वेबसाइट ने साउथ और बॉलीवुड की कई फिल्में लीक की हैं, जिसमें कलंक, 2.0, रेस 3, ठग्स ऑफ हिंदुस्तान और सिम्बा जैसी फिल्मों के नाम शामिल हैं। बता दें कि फिल्मों के लीक होने को लेकर कई फिल्म मेकर्स ने ऐसे मामले में कानूनी रास्ता भी अपनाया है। देखने वाली बात तो अब ये होगी कि भारत में एवेंजर्स एंड गेम के डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स इस मामले में क्या फैसला लेते हैं। वैसे आप एवेंजर्स एंड गेम को देखने के लिए कितने एक्साइटेड हैं, हमें कमेंट करके जरूर बताएं।
Possibly the most important reason why Marvel has become such a pop cultural phenomenon, such a great brand in this country, is this adherence to the character narrative. It's always the character before the superhero. It's always the character before the spectacle. So in case of Iron Man, it's his inner conflict of being the scientist maverick and the inner pressure of wanting to save the world. And this character narrative and adherence to it has catapulted Marvel in India into one of those great entertainment brands which invite audiences, millions of audiences, movie after movie, and newer audiences which keep coming into the setup. And if talking of millions of fans, Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War, any fans here? That film was the #1 Hollywood film in India, inviting who's made the film, the cinematic genius of Joe Russo. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how are ya? Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here.
Welcome, Joe. This is your first time in India, I believe?
This is, in fact, my first time in India. I just wanted everyone to know that this is the first stop on the press tour. We insisted on this being the first stop on the press tour because of the incredible response to Infinity War. And in fact, I got on the plane and came over here, and the movie's not even finished yet. That's how much this meant to us. So, we've been meaning to come to India for a long time. We've heard so many great things about the country, and more importantly, about the fans here. We love great Marvel fans. I met some Indian media last year during the promotion of Avengers Infinity War, and I promised some of them that we would be here for the next movie. So here we are.
Great. Joe, I always wanted to ask you this. How does it feel to be such an integral part of what has become a true phenomenon across the world?
Well, it's incredibly gratifying. I mean, these things are hard work, and the fact that we've managed to reach and engage and entertain fans across the globe, including India, is one of the reasons why Anthony and I love being part of this franchise. The ride has been nothing less than exhilarating, and for both of us, from Captain America: The Winter Soldier through Avengers Endgame. There's an emotional arc for the two of us as filmmakers that we've imbued all of the 4 films with that we've worked on at Marvel, and it's audiences like the ones sitting here that they're the reasons that we make these movies.
Awesome. Great round of applause for Joe Russo. I'm going to step down now, and you guys have Joe Russo all to yourself. He's going to show you some stuff.
Thank you, Vikram, and thank you to everyone present here. You've been such amazing fans that I want to thank you for being with us since the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 11 years ago, and you've patiently been on this journey with us, and it's been a very memorable ride, and we couldn't have done it without you. So that's why I'm here. I wanted to thank you in person. You all have embraced the stories, you've loved the characters, laughed and cried with us, and for that we're incredibly appreciative. And of course, thank you to the media for supporting the films here. And honestly, for never spoiling them. And we're going to ask you once again, with Endgame, please don't spoil the movie. I think there are more secrets in Endgame than there were in Infinity War, so be respectful of the fans, and fans be respectful of other fans. And once you see this film, please don't tell them what's in it. Let them experience it on their own. Our philosophy, my brother and I, is to take global stories which are universal in nature and present them in a locally relevant manner. Given that India plays host to a whole lot of different languages, we realize the importance of bringing our global stories to you in the language that you prefer. So the team here has been doing a brilliant job, I think, in translating the narratives and highlighting the local nuances while at the same time preserving the context of the films. And everyone has reacted phenomenally. The fans have reacted phenomenally to this. And you're making each of these stories your own. And as a mark of our appreciation and a big, big thank you, we have created a very special Marvel anthem for Indian fans, which has been composed by none other than the musical maestro of India, A.R. Rahman. So please give it up for him. This one's really special for all of us, and we can't think of a more perfect way to thank all the fans who have stood by us over the years. And I want to show it to you here for the very first time.
आसमान से ऊंची दरिया से भी गहरी मंजिल है रहना रहे ये दुनिया डरने वाले अब यूं सुन नहीं अपने रोके ना रुकेंगे अब तो यारा.
Pretty awesome. He played that for me last night for the first time, and I didn't say a word. I just walked over to him and I hugged him. I get the goosebumps every time I watch it, and I think, that's a true manifestation of what I was referring to earlier about taking a global story and bringing it to a local context for audiences here. So the song is in Hindi, but it goes really well, incredibly well with the setting and the temperament of the film and the emotions that you feel when you watch these movies. You know what? I think that I'd probably like to see that one more time, and I think you guys would too. So why don't we just play it one more time? I want to recognize the mastermind behind this. He is here with us today. So let's get him out here. Please give a huge round of applause to A.R. Rahman. This anthem is incredible. As I told you last night, I got goosebumps. I teared up the first time I saw it. And I'm sure everyone here is going to echo my sentiments. Am I right? Yeah, so thank you so much for creating this. It means a lot to me personally as a filmmaker, and I think it's going to mean a lot to the Indian fans of Marvel. And I know it's not easy to impress those fans, but I think you're going to do an incredible job of that. So can you talk a little bit about creating the track and what it meant to you?
First of all, thank you for the great opportunity, and it's a great honor meeting you and working with Avengers Marvel for India. As you know, Universal thinks about good and evil. And so when they briefed me about the story, it resonated with me. And I wanted to create something which is for the sentiment of this film. And I hope people like it.
Oh, I love it. So I'd like to open the floor right now for any questions for either of us. So please, why don't we start with any hands raised right back there? Way in the back.
Hello. First of all, thank you for coming to India. I was wondering if you could talk about how it was having Stanley on the set when he had to shoot the cameo. What was the environment like? What was the general vibe?
What it was like being on set?
What was it like having Stanley on the set?
Stan Lee on the set. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, he's the. I wouldn't be standing here without him. I believe that his final cameo is in Endgame. I don't remember if he was well enough to do the Homecoming cameo or not. But it was incredible. I mean, I grew up on these comic books. Stan Lee was an idol of mine when I was a kid, and to be able to have the opportunity to not only work on the material that he created, but to work with him is a childhood dream come true.
I would like to know how tricky was it to wrap up the 10 years of this storytelling and what were the pressures that came with it?
It was, I mean, it's very difficult. It requires a lot of discipline and focus. There's a lot of characters that they're working with. We're working with there's an incredible amount of story, an unprecedented amount of story. This is, 11 years of narrative culminating in one movie. And we're focusing on the original 6 Avengers, and we're closing the book on those characters and the story that's been told about them for the last decade. So, we spent a lot of time and energy and thought with the writers, Christopher Marcus and Steve McFeely, really trying to deliver a powerful and emotionally impactful ending, and hopefully we've delivered that. We'll find out soon enough.
Hi, first of all, incredible song, I loved it. And so my question is to you, everyone, who has been your favorite Marvel superhero and your favorite movie?
My favorite, actually, Iron Man and Black Panther.
And favorite superhero movie, like Marvel movie?
Actually, Black Panther. Because it's new.
Yeah. So good choice.
Hello, Raymond sir. For you, Alan Silvestri has composed the score for Avengers. So did he have any inputs for you for the anthem?
No. No, this whole thing was conceived, recorded in just 10 days, and shot.
So did you show it to him, make him hear? Nothing.
No, because they just finished the score, I believe, yesterday. He was saying, Mr. Joe, was that